Ladies and gentlemen, I just want it to be known for the record that my co-host said he does not, in fact, have 2 in him tonight. So we can all confidently say he definitely has 1 in him. Take that how you will. Welcome back to the Mythical Man Podcast.
Mythical Man.
Hey, at least we know you don't have 2 in you.
I'm not autistic. I'm not obsessed with trains.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, it is a Friday night while we're recording this, and hopefully you guys are here enjoying your Friday night or whatever night of the week it happens to be for you. One thing I think that everybody can probably agree with is that we're all pretty freaking sick of redos and remakes and rehashes and re-whatevers, and they're doing a He-Man movie, they're doing a new Mortal Kombat movie that just came out, apparently they're doing another Star Fox 64, because that didn't come out 20 some odd, it's too early in the podcast to cuss on YouTube, 20 some odd years ago. Okay, if I can make a case, I know exactly how to tell people the American education system has failed. And it's because we don't get good movies no more.
Well, yeah.
Dude, they're remaking Harry Potter. Harry Potter's not even old enough to be remade. It's not. I mean, take that how you will.
20 years, roughly.
Huh?
It's been 20 years, roughly.
Why are we remaking? I say this, but like if you go back through all of the history of movies, even dating back to like the 50s and stuff, you used to get like different iterations of the same movie every couple of years. Eventually one sticks and people are like, oh, this is the best version of this movie. But I'm just tired of seeing the same movie with different people.
25 years.
Huh?
The first Harry Potter film came out in 2001, I believe, so it would be 25 years.
That's fine. It's still, can we not do new things? Do we just not? Honestly, I think that's the reason, like, as an adult, I got into anime because, like, the Japanese are like, oh, people aren't liking this, skip, and they just be like, oh, like, I like that show, where'd it go? And they're like, oh, people like this, and it stays around, and they don't try to remake it. They don't try to read it. There are some franchises that are long-lived, but for the most part, they're like, nah, we did that already. You want to watch it, you can go watch it. Like, I'm so sick of seeing the remakes and redos.
Well, you know what it is, right?
Yeah. What?
The reason why it's all remakes and redos instead of new and interesting things it's all money.
Well, yeah, but like they don't make that much money. That's why it makes me think it's not money.
No, it is. It's money frame of mind. People are risk averse.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Something new is a risk. Something already proven to make money is less of a risk in people's minds. So when you get into the corporate retards sitting around in their offices scratching their balls, they're afraid of new things.
Most of the corporate retards now are women, so AKA they don't have balls. So,
well, they're also the alphabet community, so they might.
They're scratching their what? Hey, I've seen that movie. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I had to throw it out there. I don't want to.
Haven't you heard women can have balls too, apparently?
We're not getting into that subject. No, I just... it's ma'am.
Yup, exactly.
It's so good. Oh, I mean, dude, like, it's so funny because, like, I can watch YouTubers come up with a different video every single day of the week. And a lot of the people that I watch now, they get a different video every week, and it's not the same thing ever. It might be like same subject matter because YouTube locks you in, right? It's like, this is your subject you got to talk about forever. Some people get really, like, if YouTubers can figure out a different thing to fucking talk, why can't Hollywood?
Well, YouTubers can't. Like you literally just said, if you think about it, YouTube owned by Alphabet, aka Lord and Master Google.
No. Hold on. No, like you might get like
it's still corporation.
No. You might get locked into a subject matter. Like
that's what I mean. It's the same thing as remaking and rehashing old shows.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, I'm sorry. When somebody's channel subject matter is like, hey, we're gonna talk about, like, I've been watching. Do you know who Wendigoon is? Have you ever watched Wendigoon?
Yes.
Oh, love Wendigoon. He's great. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of like creepypasta stories on the internet, but they're not the same story. He does different videos about different stories. They might be in the same subject category, but they're not the same one. It's not like Wendigoon is like, hey guys, here's a redo of a video I did. Occasionally, like, they'll do that like years later, like, hey, this advanced itself to a point where it's actually like new content now. But it's like horror film directors. They're not making a lot of new horror films now. They're like, we're going to redo Friday the 13th for the 47th time. My wife has seen all of them, by the way. She knows all of the lore of Friday the 13th and can tell you all of the lore from, like, I'm like, I didn't know there was that much to it. But no, they're going to do Friday the 13th, number 55. We're obviously on to Mortal Kombat, 27 right now. I mean, we're still doing Marvel movies, and those movies are just not. Are we still doing Marvel movies? When was the?
Yeah, they have another slate of them scheduled.
Dude, I bowed out during Endgame. I bowed out during Endgame, and the only one I've seen, like, Endgame was horrible. The only one I've seen since then was the Spider-Man No Way Home. It had the 3 Spider-Man in it, which I was excited to see Tobey again. Because I was like, that's my Spider-Man, dude. Like, I still have Spider-Man 1, and I have the Spider-Man 2 release day special edition, which released on my birthday back then. And my sister bought it for me, and it has all of the special. Dude, and it's so cool. Like, my son, and it's still in, like 480. Like, it's still in, like the square, whatever that aspect ratio is. Camera, stop it! And my son will still watch Spider-Man 2, and he's like, Dad, this movie is so good. And it's not even for the aspect ratio that would fit on the TV. And my son still watches it, and they're great. We go, we watch the one, it's got Tom Holland, and it's got Tobey, and it's got Andrew, and they're playing their respective Spider-Mans. Personally, I realize, like, I never watched the Andrew Garfield ones because I heard that those movies just had bad writing. But after seeing Andrew Garfield with, like, semi-competent writing, not even like good, just semi-competent writing, I was like, oh, we need Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, but just written good. Because that dude can act his ass off.
He was very good in those movies, despite the writing being awful.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I will never watch that Spider-Man movie again. You know why? You know what killed that movie? You know what killed it for me? You know what killed that movie?
Which part?
No, my kids. My kids killed that movie.
Oh.
You know how they did? It's because I was sitting here and I was like, the intro was a little long and they had some plot holes in it, whatever. I was like, I still, And I look, because I'm excited, because I remember when I was a kid, because they're like the ages, because I have 4 kids, right? So they're all like surrounding the ages that I was at when I first saw Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi, with Tobey. And I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And I'm like, hey, and like my wife and I were kind of talking. I was like, hey, kids, what did you think about it? And they're like, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. And all the kids like, yeah, it was okay. And my one daughter, she has the out loud thought that none of the other kids wanted to say because they didn't want to disappoint Dad, but she don't care. She's going to tell Daddy how it is. And she like, it was kind of long though. And all the other, like, yeah, it was really long. It was way too long. And my kids have never talked about that movie again. And I was like, That's the target demographic for Spider-Man movies. If you can't even keep children interested in your movie, what are you doing?
They did that on purpose. They were trying to appeal to an older audience.
But that's dumb. It's so dumb.
Well, same thing, though. If you think about it, in the Tom Holland movies, they never talk about what happened to Uncle Ben. They're intentionally avoiding the pivotal moment for Peter Parker in the new ones in order to not rehash something that's already been done.
Not only that, they really wanted to push like Hot Aunt May in those movies.
Yeah.
Like, they did not want to push
Marissa Tomei.
See, there was a lot of guys watching those movies that's like, that's not Aunt May, that's Mommy May. And it's like, whoa! Gentlemen, and they're like, nah. It's like they found their hot redhead and it wasn't MJ. And it's like, gentlemen, calm the... I saw so many comments like that, and I was just like, oh, okay. This is a different Spider-Man. we're doing different Aunt May now. I was like, oh no. You please tell me you saw those comments, because I saw those comments when those movies were coming out.
Yeah.
And
I thought many of those comments to myself.
It's like whenever I have inside thoughts that want to become outside thoughts, but I don't want them to become outside thoughts, I go to the internet and see if other people are having those thoughts, and then I just like.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Stupid camera.
I mean, she's a celebrity crush, one of the few I have, because she's just hot.
No.
Hands down.
I don't have celebrity crushes. I don't have like, but I also like met my wife, and then like I got like punk rock metalhead girl. We call her the big titty goth girl.
Yes.
Tiggle bitties. And
I call her sister.
And daddy issues. Like, and that's my type. Like,
fair.
And here's the thing. She's the only one of my type that I met. But I was like, at that one, I picked that one, that one, that there, right? She's right there. She's there. And then the tattoos. Yeah. She's right there.
Yep.
That was taken from a live stream. And she put that in like an anniversary gift for us. Yeah. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So after that, I didn't have celebrity crushes because
that's fair.
I found my people. But like, also, can we stop with the redos and the retcons and it's just like, because it's just getting worse. And like, I don't want to believe that, oh, well, as the more you do it, the more it gets worse. But I'm just like, no, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we went from Teen Titans back at, damn it, I am the old man yelling at clouds right now. Son of a bitch. And I am like, I'm only a couple years away from being middle-aged, which apparently is like 36 for men. But like,
is it now?
Yeah, I don't know.
40.
No. American men only live to like 72. Women live to like 76, but like, yeah, it's like 36. Like, dude, you're like, dude, you're on the downhill. Like you're.
Yeah, I'll be around for a while. My genetics tend to, exist out of spite.
Oh, okay. So you still got some hill left. That's okay. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
My grandparents were both in their 90s when they passed. I had an aunt who lived to be 100 and
good Lord,
8, I believe. Yeah.
I'm gonna got in my 70s, bro. Both my grandfathers 70. My grandmothers though, they made it well into like they made it well into the late 80s. I don't know where Dad's gonna end up at though. But Dad lived a hard life. Dad.
I think that's a factor.
Yeah, Dad.
That and stress.
Well, yeah, and I try to keep the stress levels down, but sometimes, man, it's just not possible. Anyway, stop it. It's too good. No, it's a Friday night, and we're talking about we need to scream at the clouds and be like, when I was a kid, it was so much better than when, like, we had Teen Titans. Phenomenal cartoon. Mm-hmm. We get to Teen Titans Go. My kids like Teen Titans Go better. I have failed. I failed as a parent. I tried not to fail.
No, that's not your fault. That was designed to capture child attention.
Like, and admittedly, like a couple of my kids, they watched the
Dude, it's the superhero Ren and Stimpy show. It was designed to capture child attention.
But like also, I say that shows were better back when we were kids, but I still laugh at Beavis and Butthead, and I'm just like, oh, this is the dumbest humor on the planet.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Captain Planet. Awful TV show of that time frame.
I never understood why my parents hated that show until I got to be an adult and understood all of like that was political propaganda, the show.
Yes, it was.
But like also
it was designed that way.
But I mean, I thought it was cool. It was like a bunch of like friends that like came together and then they summoned a super, like in my brain watching it as a kid, my parents were like, this is a garbage show. And I'm just like, I don't know why. I got none of the propaganda. I was just, no, it's like 5 of your buddies from school and you summon a superhero. That's all I got.
Who fights obvious bad guys.
I didn't know until I was an adult, which is really weird because I was thinking, I'm going to give you two things in my life that you're going to go, how did you not get this? And seriously? Okay. Captain Planet had no idea it was a political propaganda show for kids until I was older.
You weren't supposed to. Yeah, you weren't supposed to.
No. Dude, I didn't even know what they were fighting. I didn't know they were fighting pollution in the world.
No, they were just fighting obvious bad guys.
No.
One dude literally looked like a rat.
The Jeff Dunham joke, just over didn't even care, right? And then like Beast Wars was on after that, and that was my introduction to Transformers, which I realize now, not the best introduction to Transformers.
No, but it's not the worst either, so you're okay.
Okay, yeah, it's not the worst. Which is sad because I tried watching it as an adult and I made it 15 minutes and I was just like, how did I watch this? As an adult, I was like, we're gonna put that back in the childhood memories and we're just gonna let that ride. Beast Wars was bad. But anyway, so Captain Planet, over the head, don't get it. Where mom was home one day and she was like, I want to sit down and watch a movie. And I was like, all right. I was home with mom and it was summertime. I remember it was sunny outside. But mom was home from work that day and she wanted to watch a movie with me. I was like, all right, cool. And she was like, well, what do you want to watch? I'm like, I don't know, mom. You pick a movie that you want to watch, mom. I'll watch a movie. She's like, oh my gosh, you've got to watch this movie. She goes, it's so amazing. The twist in it is crazy. And I'm like, all right. My mom is like, she's like, the twist is crazy. You're never going to guess the twist. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, and you're old enough to watch it. I was like 12, almost 13, I think. Right. So again, I didn't get Captain Planet. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and for those of you who are listening to this and not watching the video, I'm waving my hand over my head because I didn't. My camera is freaking out. I need to fix that. Anyway. So she puts in The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Right? Which back in the day, everybody was like, oh my God, M. Night Shyamalan, he's a genius. Turns out he's not.
No.
But we didn't know that back then, right? I don't even think Signs had come out yet. I don't even think Signs was a thing yet. Like whatever his next big one was. I didn't mind Signs. It's okay. So my mom is like, the twist isn't like, you're never going to guess the twist. She's like, it's so incredible. And my mom tells me I'm not going to guess the twist. And so my brain goes, okay. So I turn my brain on for this movie. We're watching the movie. We're like, I don't even think we're halfway through the movie. And I'm like, I already figured out what the twist is. And she goes, no way. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, fine. What's the twist? I'm like, Bruce Willis is dead. And she's like, how did you get that? I'm like, all right. And so she pauses the movie. And she's like, how did you get that? I'm like, okay. So first of all, Mom, you told me, big twist, I'm never going to get it. So now I'm thinking, 2, he gets shot in the opening scene of the movie. 3, he's talking to a kid who only sees dead people. And 4, nobody else since the movie has started has interacted with his character outside of the guy who shot him. I'm like 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is
pretty
like,
obvious.
And yeah, like, and my mom is like, no, people in my family are like, no, you didn't get it. And they're like looking at me like I'm weird. I'm like, what do you mean? Mom said, there's a twist in this movie. It's so insane. You're never going to get it. And I was like, all right, like, keep in mind, I am not how do I say this? I am a well-read person, but I don't read a lot. I was made to read classics, and I was taught the classic like way of like thinking and reading comprehension and like all that crap that they taught 100 years ago.
Yep.
So my brain immediately goes into critical thinking mode, and I go into analyzing mode, which my parents taught me this. The fact that my parents didn't get this until the end of the movie, I'm like, how did you not get this? And maybe it's because my mom is like, you're never gonna get it. And I'm like, all right, bet. Maybe that's what it was.
A little bit. You were looking for it.
Yeah. And like, but like, I didn't know Captain Planet was like literally propaganda the cartoon until I was in my 20s because I haven't thought about it. But I got signed, or the fucking not signs, fucking The Sixth Sense immediately. How does that make any sense?
Because you were looking for it. When you were watching Captain Planet, you were just watching Captain Planet, and it looked like, as you said, a bunch of friends summoning a superhero to fight bad guys. That's all kids are going to catch out of that.
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. And you would think I would have gotten it because gonna take pollution down to 0. Like you think I would have, like in my brain, but no, I don't.
Want to have a real mind blown moment?
Okay.
It's an accidental Super Sentai show.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah, 5 kids. They each have an individual power, and they form together to make one greater being.
Oh, it totally is.
And they were directed by a greater being, the goddess.
Wait, what?
The goddess that gave them the power rings.
I got nothing.
Yeah, well, that's the woman with the big flowing hair and the gown. She was supposed to be Mother Nature.
I don't remember
gave
her
them
at
their
all.
rings. Yeah,
I don't.
It's literally just Power Rangers, just without the costumes.
Which probably explains why I like it, because, dude, like, at that point in time, like, Jason David Frank was the White Ranger.
Hell yeah.
And, like, that's how I entered. I didn't enter, like, Green Ranger time. Like, I was a year younger. I entered when Jason David Frank was the White Ranger commanding the Tiger Zord. And, and then they tried to remake that, too. And my God, what did they do with that? That was horrible. Saban never should have signed off on. Why are they remaking this stuff? Come up with something new. And you're like, well, but we need the people to go out and spend the money. You know what I want to spend money on? You know what I want to spend fucking money on to go see? Because I think it's hilarious. Disney, and I don't like Disney as a company, but they just put out this movie called Hoppers. And it's that damn lizard meme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you understand. I send the lizard meme every day to my wife. I find the gif of the lizard and I send it to her. And it's just that, like, it zooms in and the lizard just like waves. And my wife is like, you're way too obsessed with the lizard. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. That is my spirit animal. The lizard from the Disney movie is from the spirit. That's me. And then she sends me a meme back, or a GIF. I don't know. It's a GIF.
It's GIF.
It's GIF. And the creator's like, no, it's not. It's GIF. It's like, okay, Jod.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to go see the Lizard movie because it was funny in the memes. You know what I don't want to see? The 47th freaking movie that I've already seen, probably done better or more hilarious, depending on how bad it was, because we have those movies. But like, dude, I'm waiting for the day that they're like, we're going to do a Supernatural revival show, and it's going to be a remake of the original Supernatural. And I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, no, death can come now. Death can come. It's fine.
They're already talking about it.
What?
They're already talking about it. They were talking about it after Jensen and
Jared and Jensen.
Or yeah, Jared and what's dude's name that played Castiel? Sacha, I think his name is.
Oh, Sasha. Misha Collins.
Misha, that's it.
Misha Collins.
The two of them cameoed in the final season of The Boys, and Jensen Ackles plays Soldier Boy on that. They had a little part in the final season of The Boys, and then everybody started talking about a Supernatural revival, so they've been talking about it in interviews.
I mean, they would get a dump truck full of money. You know, that's the only reason that show went 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is because
and
it was the WB, and then it turned into the CW, and they just kept backing up dump trucks full of money. And it finally got to the point where the guys had enough money that they were like, "Guys, here's my favorite line." I was watching an interview with them, or not an interview. It was like a fan con that they were at. Anyway, and they were like, when we started this show, we used to day drink. And by the time we ended the show, we did our afternoon naps.
Yeah.
I was like,
they were all grown up.
Like, stop remakes. I just don't like them anymore. You're just an old man screaming at clouds. I don't care. Get off my lawn. Don't touch my Spider-Man. Don't touch my whatever else. Please. Well, and some people get weird with it. Don't touch that. Ew, gross. But just stop touching the things. Just make new things for the children. Like, we don't know what to make with new things for then you know what? The children don't need new things. The children don't need things. Just that's fine. Mm-hmm. If you can't make a new thing for the children, they don't need things.
Well, no, they have to.
No, they don't.
No, they do. Literally.
No, okay. Children don't need things. I'm sorry. Wait.
No,
what are we talking about?
But I mean, the companies, they have to use these IPs within a certain amount of years.
Oh yeah.
Or they start to lose control of them.
No, I know that. I know that. But here's the thing. Daniel. Just hear me out. Okay. I've thought about this long and hard. Okay. Super long, much longer than I've ever seen. I mean,
and hard, by the way.
One might call it slightly more than average long. Okay. And so, I mean, it's not like I haven't thought about like that long, but like, a little bit more than normal, one would call it. But like,
okay,
here's where I'm at. With the copyrights and the IP, and they've got to keep you. Here's where I'm at. Okay, I've thought about this slightly longer than average. Okay, and only like a little bit harder than normal, which isn't like, it's not crazy hard, but like hard enough.
If it lasts more than 5 hours, consult your physician.
Hell no. But also that, like, seriously do that, because I found out why you should do that. And anyway, so why don't I care about like,
why don't you care, Royce?
Why don't I care? And here's the conclusion that I came to when it comes to like them just redoing and remaking simply to keep the IPs. I came to the conclusion that, and I really, as I have extrapolated this whole damn thing, I don't care. Make new things. That's it. That's my thought. It took me a long time to come to that conclusion.
Profound wisdom.
It was like an epiphany, right? You ever say the word epiphany? It pops. It pops on the lip. When I'm like, and they're like, but we need to make this stop it. I don't care. Because when they do this, you know what we get from this, Daniel? I was watching a video the other day. You know what we get from the way we got to do redos and remakes, and you know what the result of this crap is?
What's that?
Disney adults.
Mm-hmm.
I am not even kidding you. I was watching a video the other day about Disney adults. I knew they were kind of a thing.
Sad but true.
I don't know what's worse, Disney adults or furries. And there's probably a Venn diagram, and there's a really good crossover there.
Probably.
And they're like, but we need to make this stuff for adults now. No, you know what you could make? You know what you could make is something, I don't know, for adults. Like, you mean you don't want to go see the next movie that like totally recaptures your child? No, because I'm not going to recapture my childhood. Because if I go outside right now and I put on a Power Rangers helmet and I go shadow box some bullshit in my front yard, they're going to call the cops on me. I am never going to be the mysterious 7th Ranger that ran around with the original crew. Well, not the original crew. It was like the second crew that had like the White Ranger. Oh my God. My wife pulled up a Venn diagram of Disney adults and furries.
Not surprised it exists.
There's many and it's bad.
Now I gotta look that up.
My God. So Disney adults might just be furries who are more financially unstable, which is not a sentence I ever thought I would say. And I think that's the problem. I think I just want them to.
Even the Oracle says so.
Oh no! Oh no!
The Venn diagram between furries within people with an interest in anthropomorphic animals and Disney adults, and also with an intense passion for the Disney brand / parks, have significant, albeit not complete, overlap.
Oh no! I said it as a joke.
Speak it into reality.
Oh no! I was just kidding.
You were.
No.
Reality was not.
I don't want to be the Babylon Bee. I don't want to be like, oh, here's a funny thing. 6 months later, I'm just like, oh, that's. No.
No, in this regard, you're coming to a realization that a lot of people already have.
No, because I don't like how my brain works from here. Because there's a lot of crap that I want to say right now that I can't say on the internet.
That's true.
But
we are recording this, so technically you could just put that up on a, safe place. Is there a safe place on the internet anymore?
No, because the government's watching all of this.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank. Is he doing well? Did he get over his divorce? I heard that was rough.
Yeah. Been going to the gym.
Okay. Good. How are the kids?
Not sure. I forgot to ask.
Oh. Tell Frank to call me. I haven't heard from him in a while. Anyway.
Will do.
Moving on. If you're listening to this podcast and you don't get that fucking joke, I'm not explaining it. But okay. So we've already said we really don't like the remakes and redos because I really do think that we need some new stuff. We need some fresh meat in the creative department.
Agreed.
I say fresh meat right after we got done talking about furries and Disney as adults. Probably should have phrased that a little better. But so we need some fresh ideas.
Indeed.
Oh no, God. I hate my brain. I hate my brain so much.
It's okay. I mean, they are out there. We know a couple of them. I'm one of them.
Well, yeah, but like we also need stuff to get to a place where it's like it's bigger for the kids well, because like my kids, they pay attention to, again, anime is one of the only things doing this for kids right now. And some of them I'm just like, it's a little too much. I vet all of the anime that my kids watch.
Good.
Which is what turned me into a weeb in my 30s, is because my kids got into anime. Now, if I knew that it was a show that had existed when I was younger and I knew about the show, like Naruto, never watched the show, but I know about Naruto. I know what's in it. I know, like, my daughter was kind of watching it. Then she got into, like, Inuyasha for a little bit. Now my kids are actually into, like, Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia, which I fuck with both of those shows. They're a little bit risque with some of the character designs, but I can't guard my kids from everything in the world. And my kids are like, Dad, why, so, but that's okay. But it's
nothing good comes from being a helicopter parent.
No, but I've got to vet what my kids are watching, right? And I kind of got, what I mean? It's like, but then also my kids are watching like the Amazing Digital Circus online. And they're so bad. You don't understand the philosophical blah, blah, blah. And like, I'm watching this and I'm like I watched the Amazing Digital Circus because, and I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, like, all right, these are guys that get into like existentialism. And I'm watching
people with too much time on their hands and way too much Mountain Dew.
Well, I think what they're doing with the Amazing Digital Circus and their other shows is really fun. A lot of it gets into existentialism. Here's the thing. If you have not studied existentialism, like even like to the degree that I have, most people are not gonna get this.
Yep.
And when I talk with my kids about the show, you know what they're not talking about? Existentialism. Like, but you don't know. I'm like, no, trust me. Like, I'm talking with my kids. I'm like, what do you get? And they're like, oh no, it's just really funny that this character is like, isn't it wacky that they do this? And I'm just like, okay. Like, they don't. And there are people that are like, you don't understand. If you put this in front of the kids, it's no different than putting the sign 666 in front of your kids. And I'm like, okay, stop. So would you rather me have my children watch gay furry Marvel, which I'm just going with that because I don't know what Marvel is anymore, or something that's talking about a concept that's just over their heads that they just don't get, that has some funny moments in it, which I'm sorry, I watched things as a kid that with my dad that were cartoons and stuff. And my dad was laughing at jokes and I was like, why are you laughing? He was like, you'll get it when you're older.
Pretty much.
That stuff has always been there.
And it works as a springboard because, I would vet what my daughter watched while she was growing up, but I let her watch certain things knowing that years later we were going to have a very different conversation about what was going on in that show that she loved. For example, I don't know, you probably have never heard of this because it's much older. I believe it was produced in the early 90s. Possibly
hey, I was
80s.
Produced in the early 90s.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever heard of this particular anime series. It's called Fushigi Yugi. Translates to The Mysterious Play. It's an early isekai concept, and in that most of it is actually okay, but there were two major plot points that I didn't talk to my daughter about until she was in her late teens. One of them was one of the main characters dressed like a girl but wasn't actually a girl. It was part of their backstory. And the other one was that the main character was raped by one of the villains.
Gonna have to censor that word.
They don't, yeah.
Just for YouTube and stuff.
I know.
Gonna have to censor that, yeah.
I know. I'm just.
No, you're good.
I don't believe in the censorship, so I'm not gonna.
No.
Use the alternative word.
No. Don't censor yourself. I'm just like, because YouTube is.
Yes. Free speech.
No, you're not allowed to speak on the podcast ever, woman. Because you've already. Dude, she catches chat bans on every game she plays every single week. It.
And that's why we love her.
What's that?
But anyways, so for those of you listening, they don't show what happened to the girl. It's just alluded to in dialogue, and then she screams, and then it transfers to another scene. So my daughter saw it as a physical, like a regular violence attack when she was little.
Well, because she doesn't have the concept of what's going on.
So I didn't bring that up to her.
Yeah.
We had that conversation much later in life. And I was able to connect this thing and make it easier for her to understand using the medium of what she had watched for her to wrap her mind around the concept. So I don't have a problem with children being exposed to mature content within certain reason, using it as a way to...
Would you say, I don't even know if I would call it mature content. I would say necessarily maybe like mature themes. Because mature content,
modern day,
mature content could be like, oh, this is mature. You know what I mean? Like mature themes, like themes and storytelling elements that could explain a very radical thing that's happening.
It was a very different time when they produced this.
Oh,
anime.
Some of those 80s and 90s animes were
this manga that it was based off of, and the people who would have read the manga knew exactly what happened because the manga goes into more detail.
Not manga.
Yes, I say manga. That's my version of the word.
It's so white. It's just so.
It is. Like, I'm white. I don't pretend to be anything but.
You could probably get away with it nowadays, though. Everybody pretends to be shit they're not nowadays.
I identify as an attack helicopter. I'm Lauren Southern.
Dude,
now.
we got my buddy that shirt for Christmas one year. He loves it. He's like, dude, I still wear it. He's like, I love that shit. Oh man.
But yeah, nowadays that would be even just the alluding to that happening to a character in the show is considered mature content. It's not considered a theme.
But like I don't even know if necessarily, like I said, it's stuff like it just people are so backwards in the way that they look at just stuff being made now. Mm-hmm. And I remember having a conversation with my buddy years ago, and I really wanted, and this was a very good conversation that we had, and we were talking about, like Disney movies and like the songs in Disney, because Disney, like the 90s Disney music was peak. Mm-hmm. And we're musicians and and he goes, oh, and we got to the Lion King eventually. And he goes, oh, dude, my favorite song. He's like, oh, I love, I just can't wait to be king. Simba sings it. It's a great song. And I was like, nope. I was like, my favorite song in the Lion King, and it's probably like my second favorite Disney song ever, is Be Prepared that Scar sings. And my buddy is like, why? And I was like, listen to that song and listen to the lyrics and listen to the verbs and nouns that are being used. I was like, that song, the reason it's my favorite is because it did not treat the audience as stupid. And he's like, so he listens to it again. And after I explained to my buddy that it was using the higher vernacular, the higher registers of language, my buddy listens to it and he goes, holy crap, you're right. This is the best song in The Lion King.
I believe Jeremy Irons lost his voice after recording that song.
Yeah, they actually had to have somebody else come in and finish it because Jeremy Irons gave it his all and they had to have somebody come in. He did. And whoever came in to replace Jeremy Irons, like, you couldn't tell. Either that or the producers were like, we're going to tweak this just right.
They did.
But it's that thing. It's just like when people are like, oh, you can't, well, you can't put that in front of the kids. Okay. Explain to me. Now, there is definitely content you cannot put in front of kids. Abso-freaking-lutely. When it's visible and physical and gnarly. Now, let's keep that away from the game. Why can't we put concepts, ideas, thought things that make your brain think work? Again, we started this off by talking about Captain Planet, which apparently I didn't know until I was in my 20s was a propaganda show. I cannot repeat that enough. They put that in front of me as a thing. Right? I mean, they put that there. Like, A lot of people ended up, probably shouldn't have, a lot of kids ended up playing Metal Gear Solid. Those concepts were in front of kids. You know, the concepts of the older Call of Duty games. I mean, there's a lot of games out there that put, and a lot of shows out there. I mean, Teen Titan. Let's talk about Teen Titans.
Oh,
as an adult, understanding what was going on. But again, they put concepts in front of you. They don't explicitly spell it out, but why is it bad to put these concepts in front of children to make them go, is this a thing? And then the child goes to the parent, and the parent, who should be responsible, maybe they think like me, I don't know, maybe they're just wrong. You're one or the other. But maybe you think like me and you explain to your child, hey, this is actually what this concept is. This is kind of where it comes from, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Have a nice day. Kid watches the show and now has a greater understanding of the world. Instead, we get Teen Titans Go, and it's all just like stupid fart jokes. And we are literally doing nothing for the children. Because you can't put that in front of the children. Shut up! Yes, you can!
Yeah,
it's a concept.
That's Karen's fault.
Huh?
That's Karen's fault.
I hate Karen.
Yeah.
It's the parents' fault too, dude. You know what? I'm
made
calling
up
it right
of
now.
Karens,
I
overbearing mothers.
I blame the fact that we are getting Black Snape in the new Harry Potter on parents. It's parents' fault.
How do you come up with that logic?
Oh, very, very, very simple. If you look around at the world today and you go, wow, all these children are stupid. And then you look at the modern media that's being created by people today. You go, wow, these people are really stupid. Those people had parents. Their parents let them be stupid. And because their parents let them be stupid, now they're making Black Snape and Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's a stretch, but I'll allow
It's not a fucking stretch. It's exactly what happened.
That takes the
we let
agency
3
away from
decades
the
of
adult
parents
idiot.
be absolutely retarded, and now we have retarded people making movies. And not like the good kind of retards. We not like the autists that are going out there creating beautiful works of art and like elevating the world and like teaching people new ways to like love and just like being awesome human beings. No, not those. Not the good individuals who are like autistic or they have like Down syndrome or whatever. No, I mean retards. I mean genuine fucking retards. There's a new word for it. They call them midwits. They're smart enough to make you think they're intelligent, but they're actually stupid.
Yes.
And now they're making Black Snape.
Familiar with the term.
And then they made Master Cheeks. Do you remember the Halo show from a few years ago?
Yeah.
We didn't get Master Chief. We got Master Cheeks. These people, those are the ones I'm talking about. Dude, I am telling you right now, if an autistic child was put in charge of Halo and Halo was like their life, I'm going to tell you right now, that would be the most faithful representation of Halo that we have ever seen on screen.
Probably.
We need more autistic people as directors of franchises.
Maybe.
No, not maybe.
Maybe.
I'm sick of it. Stop doing remakes and redos.
Oh, agreed.
I'm tired of it. I don't like this anymore, Daniel.
Brief side tangent to go back to the Lion King for a second. Did you hear what the translation of the opening song is?
Oh gosh, I heard this a few weeks ago. I don't remember.
It's fantastic. So this extremely epic singing.
Wasn't it the guy who did the song? Wasn't it
I might be. I think so.
I think it was because wasn't he on a thing and they're like, oh my gosh, like what does this mean? And he was like, you want to know?
Yeah, it's literally, here comes a lion, father. Oh yes, it's a lion.
It sounds so good though.
That's
and then
all
they had the
saying.
sunrise, dude. That is the most epic Disney intro. It's just like, motherfucker. He got in there too. He's like, and then like the sun cracks open, and it's like, oh, And you're just like, what the hell just happened? And then, or however the fuck he says it. And then you get the chord, and you're just like, oh man. And it's this sunrise that just, and I'm like, they animated that.
Yeah.
They made you feel a thing in the first half a second of the movie. I watched that movie. My dad used to tell me all the time. He goes, I got so sick of Winnie the Pooh and the Lion King. He's like, you went on an Aladdin kick for a while, but you always went back to Winnie the Pooh and the Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking loved Winnie the Pooh.
Me too.
I remember, I was old enough to remember watching that movie 5 times in a row, and my dad was like, you've already watched it. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I want
play it again.
I'm playing it, dude. And my nieces and nephews were the same way with Finding Nemo. Ugh. Dude.
And now because of the misappropriation of the copywriting, we have a Winnie the Pooh slasher film.
Although we do know somebody who made Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter.
Yes, as a comic book.
Yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
Yep.
And now he's like, seeing how he can get around like the Snow White witch hunter, and like he's doing a lot of creative stuff, man. I like that.
Yep,
he's doing some cool shit. But like, I don't know. I
you want to talk about remakes? There you go. Winnie the Pooh as a slasher film.
Right. I think that we need to get to a point where it comes under the idea that like there's nothing original under the sun. But that's
true.
It's true. It's like every concept, every idea, all this stuff, it's all been done before. But it doesn't mean you can't change the name of a character. You can't put them in a different, in the setting that you want to put them in, and give it a shot and make something that's not literally the same IP. And then we're just going to make, movie number 47. It's like, that's what killed Star Wars, is they couldn't let go of the, I always said that they should have done the Old Republic. When Disney bought it, they should have done the Old Republic, and they didn't. And now I will never see Revan on screen. They should have. Dude, again, they could have done the Old Republic and been like Episode 1, The Mandalorian Wars, which could have been a whole thing in and of itself. But Disney hates me. And Kathleen Kennedy might be a hoe. I can't confirm nor deny that she's a hoe. I'm going to say that she did, in fact, put a chick in it and made it lame and gay. As confirmed by South Park. In the South Park documentary. Yep,
that is true. But this is, surprisingly, that exact concept was used as part of a discussion about the early copyright laws in the U.S. So Samuel Clemens, otherwise known as Mark Twain, was traveling to Washington, D.C.
Oh,
I am. He was traveling to Washington, D.C. to give his input on copyright ownership of intellectual properties, what they used to call them back in the day. And while they were traveling by train and the dining car, they were having a discussion.
Today as well?
Well, there was a different term for it than intellectual property back then. It was there was a different term.
What was the term?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
What the fuck?
Intellectual property. I can't be expected to remember everything. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. You can't.
You're going down some historical roads. You'd be like, so I think a thing happened in history one time, and a guy said something that sounded kind of close to this. That sounds like some Wikipedia shit.
No, literally, the quote is, "There's no such thing as a new idea. It is impossible. We simply take a lot of old ideas and put them into a sort of mental kaleidoscope. We give them a turn and they make new and curious combinations." That was direct quote from Mark Twain during this discussion on copyright.
I'm going to have to try to read him again. I just don't. I've tried.
Should read The Gilded Age. I think you'll get a kick out of that.
I've tried to Mark Twain. I just don't.
It's a satire, so it just lambastes everything that was going on back then. He co-wrote
I need
it
to
with,
find the not modern versions of it
another
because
guy.
they took out all the gamer words. Because like turns out back in the day everybody used gamer words.
Oh, hell
'Cause
yeah.
Back in the day they weren't gamer words; they were just normal words.
Yep.
So I have to find a copy.
Free speech meant something back then.
I mean, kinda, not really. Keep in mind,
No, it did.
Lincoln jailed motherfuckers for free speech. It's called the press.
Yeah, well, the press nowadays deserves it.
But they're not getting it. Anyway, before we get
So
on
you
to
have
that
to
side, no, we're
assume
not
that
going
some
on
of
that
the
side.
press back then deserved it too. I'm just saying.
This is a totally different podcast. We're not going into that right now. Why did I turn into Trump? Thank you so
Using my
much
hands to be bigly.
for tuning
very
in
bigly.
to the Mythical Man Podcast, where old men scream at clouds talking about remakes, redos, Captain Planets, and apparently Disney adults and furries have a lot more in common than we thought. If you did not know that Disney adults and furries had a lot in common, please comment and tell us that you are learning about this now. If you did know about this, why? Why? First of all, why? And what are you doing on the internet that you know about these things outside of listening to the Mythical Man Podcast?
Yes. And if you're a learned individual, leave your yelling at clouds comment as well.
It's true. It's true. You can, yell at the clouds down in the comments. I have been one of your hosts, Royce, this other guy over here who apparently
I have been Daniel once upon a time.
He has been Daniel. He has been Daniel once upon a time. He also wears cardigans, whatever the fuck that is.
I do.
He
Very
wears
comfortable
those.
apparel. Thank you very much.
So this is, I guess we have Daniel without a cardigan tonight, and I've been
my
Royce
shirt
with contempt and rage. And also disturbing thoughts. Like, I don't like these conversations. There's so many things I wanted to say about furries and Disney people, and I can't say this on the internet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the Mythical Man Podcast. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to end that. You're supposed to do the thing.
Oh, Mythical Man.
There you go. We'll get this figured out eventually.
You're welcome.